right, coming up next, a UFC featherweight division fight. Well, pretty much every time out in the UFC, DC, this man has put on a striking clinic, and that is his methodology coming in here tonight. He'll try to keep the fight on the feet.
And that's why we tune in, right? That's why we tune in. We tune in to see guys that are dynamic. We tune in for the speed. We tune in for the knowledge of the striking game, the ability to set traps, the ability to find the jab, the ability to find the right hand, the right kick, the left kick, the knees, the elbows. He truly uses every weapon that he has in his arsenal to try and finish his opponent. You make one mistake, night's over. You cannot make mistakes against a guy that has the striking acumen of this guy right here.
And the jab is not as underutilized a weapon as it was in MMA, say 5 or 7 years ago, but he's got as good a jab as anyone in the business, and that is where all of his striking flows off of. We'll see how it goes for him in this matchup tonight. Well, you can argue this is the most influential martial artist of all time, the great Bruce Lee, making his walk to the octagon here tonight, champ.
Everybody wants to be Bruce Lee. They say they want to be like Mike. If you're a fighter, you want it to be like Bruce Lee. You want it to be that fast. You want it to be that charismatic. You want it to have an ability to just freeze your opponents. Your speed, your movement, just the diversity in the attacks that you can give your opponents would just confuse people. I mean, I watched him beat a 7-foot Kareem Abdul-Jabbar to stay undefeated.
Right.
If you could do that, you could do anything.
I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times. Bruce Lee in a nutshell.
Just so wise.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a kickboxer, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 5 feet 5 inches tall, weighing in at 141 pounds. Fighting out of Tokyo, Japan, Assassin. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Fighting out of Los Angeles, California, Bruce the Dragon Lee! And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean.
Herb Dean draws the assignment here.
Ready. Ready to fight?
Well, the tension is palpable as this fight gets underway, and it's going to be interesting to see how this matchup plays out. Definite striker on one side against another guy who can really do it all.
And in those situations, normally the guy that's more well-rounded will be the one that will find success. I want to see how this plays out.
Oh, really using his reach advantage there as he lands the punch, DC. Looping left hand misses the target.
Big punch land. Ooh.
Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by the gentleman.
Much improved defensively as he blocks the shot. Big roundhouse now, just misses. Oh, he lands a huge knee to the body. That's a crippling shot there.
He's very tricky when he throws that body kick. Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
Right punches there.
He's throwing every part of himself into these big leg kicks. Look at how he turns his hip over when he throws that kick. He loaded up there on that high kick.
Oh!
Look at him working at trying to shut the liver down.
Timely defense there, huge block for him. Oh, and he connects with a punch there, DC. You gotta like what you're seeing thus far.
I mean, the speed at which he throws is crazy. Such a fast leg kick.
Lands the right hand. Still unable to find that precise range with the high kick. Swing and a miss with that punch by Lee. Oh, he's got that right hand going tonight, DC. Connected with it there.
He's thrown so many left jabs to throw that right punch straight down the pipe. It's unreal.
All right, 20 seconds to go in the round. Lee going with the kick to the body. He's an outstanding kicker, but that attempt missed. Second round, straight ahead. All right, let's check out some of the action now from that previous round, and he really kept finding a home for those kicks.
Yeah, and why would you change it? If your opponent is not going to check, if he's gonna stand there and he's not on his toes and he's stationary, you keep driving those kicks into his thighs, into his body, until he makes some sort of adjustment.
Won that last round. This round, you want to keep mixing things up. Use your punches, use your knees, use your kicks. I want to see you work.
All right, here we go as our next round gets underway. His strong leg packs so much power that even when he doesn't throw it full throttle, you see he's able to inflict damage. We'll see if he can keep it going here in this round.
He doesn't throw it full power, but even when he feints it, he draws out reactions from his opponents because they don't want to get hit with any more of those kicks. It's a sight to behold. Ooh, head kick lands, and he's hurt.
And both guys really throwing with authority. Oh, beautiful jab there. It's one thing to have length, of course, it's another to use it effectively. Beautiful job with that jab. Well done to catch the kick. We'll see what he can do with it.
I mean, he's cutting down the size with these beautiful leg kicks. Beautiful strike. Look at him chopping the wood. Chop the wood with those leg kicks.
3 minutes remain in the round. Well, he's really starting to land a high number of strikes here in this second round. No denying that he has taken the message from his corner and picked up the pace here in round 2.
Nice body kick. Ooh, what a head kick.
Oh, well done to block that powerful kick to the body.
Look at how he turns his hip into that leg.
Lee gets caught with that punch.
Hands high, hands high.
Fight thus far. How's his opponent still standing?
I mean, I have no idea. This fight is supposed to be over. It might not be over now, but it's gonna be over very soon.
Oh, he lands the Superman punch. Just inches away from landing one of those big right hands.
Put your hands up higher, come on.
How good is that right hand? Ooh, looking to set up that head kick. 30 seconds to go.
Leg kick.
15 seconds. Big, straight left. And that's the end of round number 2.
Your opponent instructed that last round. You need to be smarter. Technically, you're a better striker than he is. You need to move around more. Use your distance.
All right, now we take a look back at some of the highlights he has had. His kicking game going early and often tonight.
I mean, on point, right? He knew that this was gonna be a way for him to take control of this fight. He's used those kicks to really put him out ahead, and I'm not sure if his opponent has the ability to adjust and stop him from landing these over and over.
All right, so after he landed a high number of kicks in the previous round, we'll see if he can keep it going here as our next round gets underway.
He should stay the course. He's so educated with his legs and his feet that he's given his opponent a very difficult time trying to anticipate what's coming his way.
Oh, nice straight punch there. Must be nice to have a reach advantage like this, DC. Punches in bunches, and he hasn't really shown any signs of slowing down here tonight. I'm not sure how much more his opponent can take. Good defense to block the strike coming back. Oh, he got everything behind that kick.
Hey, he's off balance. Take him down. Here's the shot.
Way to hide that leg kick.
Oh, perfect head kick there. Landed a big kick there.
That one is starting to end the fight.
Yep. All right, well, it's late in the fight. Time is of the essence, and when you're clearly losing and you know you need a finish, risk management goes out the window.
Oh, yeah. No more risk management. Either get knocked out or you knock him out. One way or the other, you're going to lose. You can lose by decision or you can lose by knockout. But at least when you go for the knockout, you give yourself a chance to try to find your shot.
Oh, he's landed a high number of total strikes here in the latter stages of this fight. He's really picked up the pace and landing far more strikes than he did in previous rounds.
Straight punch lands.
Blocks that kick to the body. Just out of the range with that right hand. Trying to establish that jab once again. Well, he's been pretty accurate tonight. He's landed some significant strikes, but his corner's looking for him to mix it up a little bit more and just throw more volume.
Because they don't see too much of a threat. This guy has to have confidence in knowing that when he extends his combinations, he's still safe, but he's also going to be able to land. He's got to be finding that confidence in his mind that all the reps in the training room are going to pay off.
All right, so as we await the judges' scorecards, DC will look back at his handiwork. He had it all going from a striking standpoint tonight.
Man, he did a great job. It was very entertaining to watch someone be in such a great state of flow, a great flow state in regards to the stand-up. He said that tonight he would be very impressed with his performance, and I am thoroughly impressed.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges scored the contest 29-28, 30-27, 29-28, declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Bruce the Dragon Lee!
All right, congratulations to him. He is your winner by unanimous decision, and certainly a dominant performance here tonight.
Yeah, he did a great job of just dictating and controlling all the engagements of this fight. His opponent never really had an opportunity to lead the dance. He did that from start to finish, and he wins a unanimous decision.